going on with white dudes right now, with some of them, because they are losing their ish. They are acting like they are being treated like lepers in the dating scene.
All right, Shalom Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, glory, and fear to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rahakodash. Also, want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who I learned this truth from. And peace and salutations to the Lord's hopeful elect, back at it through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem Awashah, prophesy the downfall of Babylon the Great and the coming kingdom of Yahweh Bahashem Awashah. Today I'm observing the signs of the times concerning our enemy Esau Edom and how he's bugging out. Now, this is starting to be revealed to us through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem Awashah. All right, what's going on here? This Jacob versus Esau, Esau versus Jacob thing. Now, for you low-level Edomites, you low so-called white people, white boys, low-level, and I don't say low-level in relation to the Israelites. I say low-level in relation to your own people. All right, the Oppenheimers, the Rothschilds, etc. These elite banking families. All right, so to you, you're low-level, you're a regular 9-to-5 type of guy. Okay. It seems to be that the Lord is exposing you guys for being obsessed with us because your women are jumping ship. Hey, don't blame the black people. We didn't go to your lands, all right? We didn't go to your neighborhoods and shit and start saying, hey, white girls come to us. It's something that those so-called white women see or don't see in you that they see in the so-called black man, and it's all spiritual, man. All right, we're not going to be carnal. It's definitely spiritual. This is a sign of a declining kingdom, and this man is losing his power, and every day we're seeing it more and more. Oh, did you hear about the quote unquote Columbine attempt? I remember Columbine for sure. We was in school during then, you know what I mean, in the 90s, homie. Yeah, it was a so-called white boy that did it. That's the Lord stirring up that race war continually, man. The Lord said he would put nation against nation. But I'm going to let this video play a little bit. This is about a white dude that went to Sweden, obsessed with the black man. And he's damn near the way his body language is. And we'll talk about it a little bit. He looked real aggressive to these white girls, man. And he's talking about black men. He went all the way to Sweden to talk about black men.
Ew, 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 ew. And it's really wild to see. I'm not gonna lie, because there is one of these videos that I've seen tons of them, but there's this one video where you have this white guy. He flew to Sweden. Listen to me. He flew to Sweden and I know what you're thinking. Well, Lucas, he flew to Sweden to pick up women, huh? Is that what he did? You know, that's what they're going to Thailand. They're going to, out of the country to pick up women. No. He flew to Sweden to talk about BBC. Gay! I kid you not, bro. I kid you not. What man flies to Sweden to talk about another man? That's crazy to me. He's in Sweden. He's talking about how he's American, and he brings out he brings out a binder.
These are just some ads for some Polish stores.
All right, and then we look at body language. Little mama on the left right there, she looked real uncomfortable. I mean, and you'll see, bro, when he asks this question, it looks like if they say the wrong shit, he looks like he's ready to hit all three of them, man. It's sick. It's really sick, bro, this obsession. Because we're not, dude, as far as like the hopeful elect, yeah, we're going to speak about the so-called white man, but we also speak about Keisha, all right, the so-called black woman, probably if not more than you sometimes, E. All right, so we get on everybody, the so-called black man too, and how our people are out of order. And that's one thing, we admit that we're buck wild, that 2/3 of the nation of Israel is buck wild, but it's all this pretending that all you other nations ain't got your dirty deeds, especially you, Esau, Edom. Every nation got its dread. They got decent people, I guess, if you want to say that, of every nation, and then every nation got its dregs, man. It's just the Lord is exposing y'all. Damn, it's probably a lot of y'all that really, really, truly are coming in that low level ass spirit, man, of an Edomite, the base man.
Noticed any pattern?
Look how aggressive this dude's look at that fucking stare. Look how he's staring at her. Those girls are very uncomfortable, especially that one on the left. She can feel the energy. He's staring at her like he's ready to hit her.
Sure. Yeah.
What's the pattern?
White girl loves it.
White girl with black guy.
Yeah.
Fam! fam, what? He brings out a binder with like ads. Now, obviously, these are cherry picked ads, but he's like, do you guys see a pattern there? Huh? Do you guys see a pattern? And, the pattern is like, yeah, it's, a white girl with a black guy. It's like, oh, yeah, you see the pattern. You notice it, right? Now, one thing you have to understand with some of these white guys is that you have to, their mind is that they blame everything on the Jews. That's where they go to. That's their go-to. Immediately the Jews.
Jew.
Yeah, man, it's just a whole bunch of confusion. They really blame everything on so-called black people. All right, they don't acknowledge us as the true Jews. So he is talking about those small hats. But basically, what he's saying is that so-called white man is constantly pointing at fingers at everybody except them motherfucking selves. One thing about our people, we don't hide our transgressions like you, Esau, Edom. You think I'm bullshitting so-called white boy? You think I'm bullshitting so-called white boy when y'all and we gonna talk about this race shit a little bit soon. I mean later. They're my young brothers, all right, will unalive another black man, okay, and make a song about it and put it out to the masses where millions and millions of people, not if you so-called King Von, how do you know that this dude was unaliving people in Chicago lest he fucking promoted that him and his buddies, him and that Chicago crew was making songs about it? That's how we know that he was through the spirit of poverty, how about Shemal Shah, a damn serial killer. Yeah, well, what is Esau talking about, though? Why is he hiding? See, my people don't hide like you, Esau, throwing rocks and hiding, and then want to try to provoke a race war all behind the camera. They're not my people. When this race war starts off, because the Lord say, nation shall be against nation, my money on my people. Straight up from experience and some spiritual pain that we had here in Mystery Babylon the Great, the so-called USA. Half of you so-called white boys don't even know why you hate us, but we're starting to see, it's because you ain't us. It's because your women see something inferior in you. It's that lack of confidence. It's that obsession of another man to the point where you're going to another country asking your fucking sisters from another country, why do you like black men? You're obsessed, dude. You're obsessed, dude. This is a sign of a declining kingdom, though, Esau. This is what we're telling you to your face, dude. And your women leaving you is a part of it. My God, our Lord put a curse on us and let our women do the same thing. My God. You're going, these are the curses that start our women jump ship, dog. And they have been giving us hell ever since, man. All right, let me see. Here we go. See what else we got.
These aren't the droids we're looking for.
But the second part to that is, it's not that it has anything to do with, the advertisements or anything like that. It has to do with them not being attracted to you. Not necessarily white men, but to you. And that's where it gets personal. Because what many of these white dudes have to accept is that it has nothing to do with what they believe is propaganda, has nothing to do with, any of the lies they've been fed. It has to do with them. That, hey, there are other white guys that are doing really okay. They're doing just fine with white women. They're doing fine with Asian women, black women. They're doing fine with a lot of women. It just...
I mean, it's true, but that's for now. We're promising you it's going to be very chaotic during Jacob's trouble for every nation, especially here in Babylon the Great. And then all of their women going to end up jump, except for those women that really, truly going to manifest that they hate the so-called black and brown people. They'll probably die with Esau, Edom by his side. But other than that, they're going to jump ship. Especially, and you see, it's the younger women because they don't have no damn connection to that racism shit. Jacob has completely taken over here in Babylon the Great as far as entertainment goes. Everything that they see entertainment-wise, as far as pushing that line, the way a person talks, dresses themselves, it all comes from so-called black and brown people. Stop the cap. Look at Cardi B from the Northern Kingdom with that shit. All right, taking over. And then, they all wicked. I ain't trying to, because I always talk about Cardi B wicked ass, man. But, I mean, it's about Esau Edom today.
Seems to be a you problem that you can't get a white woman. Damn. That's really the fault of a lot of these dudes that go down this racist, this racist tunnel, this racist...
It's sick, man. Here we go. I'm trying to see. Hold on.
Of your population that are, they're lacking. for lack of better words. I mean, I could go a little bit deep, but that's what they are. But this video gets even crazier because then he asks him, hey, would you get with the black guy? And she's like, sure.
White girl with black guy.
Yeah.
And they're happy, right?
Look at the girl on the left. She's laughing at his ass. The one in the middle is looking at him like he's effing crazy. They know that he's bugging out and he's obsessed with the fact that just the simple concept of a woman liking a man, period. Like, who the F cares? If you really that guy, this should not be an issue. Hell, y'all say that we wasn't them guys, and look at how we snap. Look, prime example, man. When I was in personal trainer school, same type of shit. All right, and all my guys were cool. Those Edomites that I was in personal trainer school, they showed me a lot of respect, man. You know, they was very cool. They was swole. I'm just coming out of some, getting out the military, extremely depressed. I was swole in. I lost a lot of weight, got sick. The Lord put the spirit upon me to go to personal trainer school to learn how to take care of my body. This is before I came into the truth now. And I did. And there was a point where we were, I was there for like 6 months in Orlando, Florida at NPTI. It's a National Personal Trainer Institute. All right, of course, it's not a lot of us up in there. I'm gonna just keep it real. We was up in there a little bit representing, but not a lot, man. It was mostly a lot like, I gotta keep it real, like rich white kids. Let me tell it, they look rich to me based off how they was living. These apartments that they're renting just for school and shit. And you know what I mean? I'm like, whoa, wow. I was at lunch. We were having lunch outside, and there's this Edomite girl. I mean, she was decent looking, and she, we're in personal trainer school. Everybody's shaped up, man. So you can just tell that day by day, it's like she had a fan club, and these guys were like swarming, man, and I'm sitting at a table, kind of damn near by myself, because I fuck with the guys, man. But when they start this swarming of female stuff, I never was into that. I'm not finna be in a group of guys and it be one girl, not even for conversation. What? Not even for a conversation. I'm not doing it. It looks weird. All right. So I always just like duck off to a table or whatever by myself. So long story short, just the Lord putting his spirit on a white girl. Like, they're literally sitting surrounded at this lunch table in front of me. She has her back towards me. All right, she's like in the middle. It's like two dudes at the table, one nigga sitting on the table, all right, and they're all just talking to this girl. She made a point. I'm minding my motherfucking business, all right. She made a point, because we call this dude Man Beast, because he was swole ass white boy, called him Man Beast. He say something to me like, what's up, woody woo, or what? I hit him with the what's up. The white girl turn around, all right. She look at me, because I got my little worldly look then. This is before I'm in the truth, so I look like the world, and she turns around, she says, oh, he's hot, dude. she hit him with the he's hot, dude. And for a second, it was just like silence from these, and they were cool dudes, man, but they got silent because all that swarming Eve, all right, Esau Eve, all right, all that swarming her, and you guys, yeah, during that time, hell, I was probably the smallest guy. I haven't picked my weight back up then, all right. So I was probably one of the skinniest niggas in there compared to them swole ass white boys. But that white girl made a point to say, dude, he's hot. He's hot, dude. Yeah, just like that. Yeah. And they kind of like was in their feelings about it. Yeah, I didn't have to do nothing but be Jake, man. And I'm telling you, I was one of the skinniest niggas in there, bro. That was lifting way more weight than I was. Yeah. And yeah.
Yeah.
Is that something that makes you guys happy?
Sure.
She's fucking with him, bro. She's fucking with him.
But this video gets even crazier because then he asks him, hey, would you get with the black
You
guy?
can tell that body language, like sure, dude. Get out my face. Sure, yeah, sure.
And she's like, sure.
White girl with black guy.
Yeah.
And they're
And
happy.
look how the girl in the middle is just staring at him like, this weak, effeminate weirdo. And I just seen this video when I woke up, man. Like, oh man, this dude is a weirdo. These dudes are weirdos. They're obsessed.
Right?
Yeah.
The spirit on me with this race war stuff, we prophesying part. Brothers is going into the wars and rumors of wars and things like that a lot. The stuff going on with Trump ain't on my spirit. All right, I'm watching this coming race war because they getting real crazy, and I'm watching, it's starting to get like serious. Like, I mean, man, I'll save it for another epistle, but it's starting to get serious. Yeah, this whole coming race war thing, nation against nation. Yeah, it's finna get serious.
Is that something that makes you guys happy?
Sure.
Would
It
you
doesn't affect anything.
Would you guys date a black guy?
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. even even if she's not like telling the truth, just her saying that you know that she's just tired of this type of spirit. And again, it's a lot of it ain't gonna be like a lot of women in their 50s, you know what I mean, 40s, 50s, 60s that want to admit that they like or attracted to, even if it ain't about this BBC thing or whatever. Just come on, bro. Like, just the nature of man and woman, just like how we as Israelite men, let me tell you something, man. Our women supposed to be the best thing walking on this earth. Nothing is more fire to me than a woman of our nature, however she look. I'm talking about from the finest chocolate, good deep chocolate. I'm talking about chocolate, dark chocolate, to the most light skinned thing you ever seen. And they, if they act right, if they was to act right, oh, nothing hits better than a light skinned girl with some brown hair, or a chocolate girl, with some pretty teeth. Okay, but even though our women are out of order, as so-called black man and brown man, we're gonna tell you, we find other women of the other nations attractive. Y'all got ugly women of every nation. It's ugly black women, ugly white women, bro. This is just a simple, like, you can't get mad because they find certain men attractive. I'm sure that these white girls don't find every Jake attractive, man. All right. So why are you bugging out, Esau? Why are you bugging out? Like, it's really in your face like that. Like, it's really go time, because it's not yet, man. You can still, bro, you're better than that, Esau, aren't you? You're so much better than this, man. Now, this is pathetic. We thought you were so much tougher than this tough guy, muscle shirt guy, 90s glasses, Venice Beach glasses guy.
When you get into a relationship with a black person,
Look how the one in the middle is just looking at this fool, man.
how do you ensure you're not breaking the law?
Breaking the
You may
law.
need to sit for this one. This is levels of cope I haven't seen before.
Yeah, it just got serious. It just got serious. It was kind of a joke. You know what I mean? We're being lighthearted with the epistle, right? You know what I mean? And then he say they breaking the law. Oh man, he's really bugging out. He's really bugging out. He's like bearing false witness against his own women.
But what he's trying to insinuate and suggest is that, hey, because black people are so low IQ, that legally you can't sleep with them because they can't give consent because they're so low IQ.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 35 and verse 5. Because thou hast had a perpetual, that's that ongoing, everlasting hatred, and has shed the blood of the children of Israel by force of the sword. So, when y'all came and got us, man, a lot of us via the west coast of Africa, when we flee all throughout Africa, all right, this is, by force of the sword, man, you put us into captivity, man, because of that perpetual hatred that you had since Jacob and Esau, man, all right. And it's being manifested more and more every single day. Again, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time of their iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord God, Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah. Is what the Lord got to say about that perpetual hatred, Esau, Edom. I will prepare thee unto blood. So the Lord's preparing you by putting the prophets out on the highways and byways and saying, hey, you're the so-called white man, wicked man that the Bible has been talking about. It is you that has had our people in mystery Babylon going absolutely crazy, beating our heritage out. All right. And that's before we can talk about a little bit, before then, and how horrific it was for so-called black and brown people. What this land that we're on, didn't y'all take it via force by the sword and shed a lot of blood, and then lied and said that it was a powwow with the cowboys and Indians and shit like that? Or whoever. Nah, who cares about that weak ass fake history, man? Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord God, and we do serve a living power, I will prepare thee unto blood. And also that preparation is seeing your women, all right, leave you. That's a sign of a declining kingdom, meaning the women, they're going to flock where the power at. It's something spiritual going on. These new age women, these new women coming up in their 20s, and the ones that's coming up my daughter age, all right, they don't have that same connection to y'all, man. All they know is hip hop and rap. all they have seen is you guys hate on black men because they're watching pornography. Because they have access to it. See, it wasn't like that. You didn't have access to pornography like that in the 70s, 80s. You had to have a big ass tape, right? And then like a DVD. Now they can just watch it and see what's going on. I'm not going to, make this like a, try to be nasty, but I'm just being honest that it has a lot to do with it. They're seeing these things. They're seeing rap, hip hop. They're seeing social media influences, and you white boys like, talking like black dudes, like, dressing like black dudes with your little hats on and your little fucking whatever your shoes y'all wearing. You know what I mean? They see that. This ain't back in the day, man. And blood shall pursue thee. Sit thou hast not hated blood since you loved it. Even blood shall pursue thee. And that's what we're saying. This is prophetic. This is what's coming during Jacob's trouble. Ultimately, it'll be when Malaki Hawashah come back and he got them chains with him, them spiritual chains, man, that you're not going to be able to get out for these 1,000 years, and then you'll be eradicated, man. Okay, so that's what's getting ready to happen, and it's starting to manifest throughout the earth, especially in Mystery Babylon the Great, because I think this guy from here, and he flew out. This dude is in Sweden, my guy.
Well, because here's Africa.
Yeah.
And the IQ
Hey, the white girl right there, straight though, on the left.
necessary to be able to.
And you see that body language. You saw how she started to flick her hair. She's uncomfortable. All right, she's uncomfortable. So you heard when he started mentioning Africa, you can tell, oh, he's really, really bugging out. He's really taking it back to Africa. Oh, let me fucking flip my hair. That's body language, man.
Percent is 70.
This is crazy, man. Seriously, this is crazy.
Now, bruh.
Bruh.
I don't know. That is a new one, okay?
Whoa.
That is a new one because they try to come up with ideas to shame, their women not to get with other races. And I don't even say other races. It's only black men, right? You'll see them get with an Asian, they'll be fine. You'll see them get with someone else, they'll be fine. But a black guy, that's like an affront to them. They really take offense. And it's constantly BBC on the mind and low IQ. And I'm like, did Charlie Kirk teach y'all?
And I mean, if you're going to do this, Esau, we must tell you, you have to fully disconnect from any type of giving any type of glory to the so-called black and brown man. Meaning, boy, y'all got to boycott the NFL. We want y'all to do that because we sick of our wicked ass brothers getting all that weak ass glory and fame and fortune anyway, and have received these benefits and have not known Yahweh Bahashem or Hawashah. But if y'all really hate us that much, go ahead, why? And boycott the NFL. Stop watching it. Stop watching the NBA, my guy. It's predominantly black people in both of these leagues. What's up? Come on, you guys are capped. Y'all want to be like, and it's always when they're threatening, or it's always it's always the dregs of our nation that they talk about. The Pookies, the Ray Rays, the little skinny Jake in the hood with his sword. I'll try threatening that race war with the same people that I'm just talking about, the football players, them NFL players. Y'all know good and damn well, just physiologically wise, that you can't hang with no NFL Jake. Yeah, you talk that shit about little old me, you know what I'm saying? Little old humble be faster than me. Oh yeah, we'll run over him. Just try that shit with Ray Rice, nigga. And I tell you, know what I mean? I don't even watch football that much. That old school Ray Rice, nigga. I call that nigga old school. But yeah, man, you think you finna just be knucking with Ray Rice or something like that? Yeah, you talk all that shit about the dregs of our nation, man. But what about the so-called highly educated black man that carry themselves distinguished? Hey, man, them dudes is bugged out. I'm not giving no reverence to those clowns, man, if they ain't serving y'all by Shem out shot. But as far as like how y'all view it, dude, a Jake in his suit, very well spoken. You can't do nothing with that. It's always the dregs of our nation, the Pookies and Ray Rays, in which I'll refer to. It's never, the ones that carry themselves with class, because there's a lot of that going on that doesn't get mentioned. All right, now I ain't saying them Israelites is right, because they puffed up and the Lord is going to quickly humble them, man. All right, let's go to the book of Psalm, man. But that's pretty much the point. I woke up, saw it going down in Sweden, man. It's going down. They gotta speak on it. Psalm 62 and 10. Trust not in oppression, like Esau Edom. He oppresses us. He oppresses his own people, and become not vain in robbery. Esau Edom, you stole this land, and you become very puffed up, man. Starting with you elites, man. If riches increase, set not your heart upon them. What the Lord said about the love of money is the root of all evil, and we're seeing that evil manifest on the earth so much so this man loved money. He want to microchip everybody and make sure that only he's gonna hoard the real money that's on the earth, the little bit of real shit, the real gold. You know, he got all that stuff, man. Esau Edom, yeah, he got all that stuff. He got the real gold. So he want to give us digital currency, and want to in order for you to do that, you're gonna have to have that mark of the beast, that RFID microchip. You won't be able to buy or sell without that microchip. That's Esau Edom and his wickedness, man. All right, so in the book of Psalms, hey, the Lord is telling us, don't be like that. Don't trust in that. We got to trust in Yahweh by Hashem and Hawashai, man. All right, and the thing about Eve, man, she flaky. You know what I mean? She flaky. All the women are flaky. That shit ain't cool. You know, you supposed to rock out with your dude. If you really that, you see how flaky the woman is and how she coming to this side. Why? It's because she see that decline in power. And again, that's kind of for women, you know, my age, and I'm an 80s baby. These 90s babies on down, again, they don't have that same hatred towards the black man, and because all they know is Jake and his little folly glory. All they see is Jake on TikTok, on social media. That dude and Adrian Bronner. I see these two motherfuckers everywhere. All right, but no white girls see stuff like that. Casanet. Okay, yeah, little Casanet. You know what I mean? Going crazy. Who's that? I show speed. That little fast, little athletic boy. That athletic Jake, man. He be going crazy. He be everywhere. You know what I mean? Hey, I got a teenage daughter. I know these things, man. You know. Gotta watch to see what she into, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, Esau got this perpetual hatred, and it's starting to manifest, dude. And it's bigger than some male anatomy shit. It's just really ultimately truth being revealed. It's really that sure word of prophecy. See, the Lord had put the spirit upon our apostles, our elders, to know who the so-called white man is and his nature. We didn't know. Yeah, we saw. But we didn't know biblically. Okay, now we can see. Now we can discern. This is why you're doing this, going to Sweden with a motherfucking chart, threatening against the law on your own women, talking about is you damn near breaking the law. He talking about they breaking the law by liking black men because we're supposedly stupid. That was the whole point. You know, I'm pretty much done listening to both of those clowns. Yeah, I mean, both of those clowns, man. But yeah, that's pretty much the point. Let's see here. Let's go to the book of Second Esdras. Just a couple precepts about Esau Edom, you know. Let it not be thy will to destroy them which have lived like beasts, but to look upon them that have clearly taught the law, man. So that it goes into the Lord, you know, teaching us to not being overly concerned how the wicked shall be punished, but being more concerned how the righteous shall be saved. Because Esau Edom have lived like freaking beasts. Our women have lived like beasts as well, man. And the Lord is going to honor what he said about judgment, Mashapat, the great tribulation. So there's going to be casualties in all sides, all nations. It's going to be ugly. And all this hating the black man for really no reason ain't helping you, Esau. You need to be preparing for this hailstorm, this shit show that Yahweh, by Hashem and Hawashai, is about to execute upon this earth, man, upon your declining kingdom, my guy. All right, it's getting worse every day. We're getting stronger. You're getting weaker, homeboy. And again, I guess I'll save that whole race war for another epistle, because again, we did see the incident with the shooting at that library in California. Check that out if you brothers and sisters have not seen that yet. I seen it about 3 o'clock in the morning, and yeah, it was going down, man. So that's the how about Shema Hawashai stirring up things. Let me bring that out, man. We here, Matthew 24, and we'll start at 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. These are signs that the Lord Malaki Hawashai said will be upon the earth preceding his second coming. There's going to be wars and rumors of those wars. Brothers are speaking about it as we speak. See that ye be not troubled. So don't be dismayed by these things, man. Hearing this bullshit. All right. For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation. There it is, man. Okay. And you know how they deal in Babylon the Great. They say races, you know, or race. The Bible deals with nationality. Okay. So there's going to be race against race. Let them tell it using their language. Okay. Kingdom against kingdom. So big world kingdoms, man, against big world kingdoms. And there shall be famines, famine of hearing the word, sound doctrine, food, water, and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. Esau, Edom, do you not think that you're not going to get caught up in any of this? Hell yeah. One at least, if not all of them. You're going to see a famine, all right? You're going to deal with pestilences. Your own people going to be sick via these diseases as well. Earthquakes, diverse places. Do you need to see ancient Egypt, Esau? See ancient Egypt and how the Lord got down with those clowns, man. Yeah, I mean, them people that looked like us, but they wasn't us, how he got down on them clowns, man. Do you need to see ancient Egypt in the history of the Israelites and how the Lord delivered us with a strong hand about that guy? Or you want to play around and we're calling out the place saying, hey, go ahead and persecute us. Go ahead and crash out, E. Go ahead and do a race war and see how much pain. See, they're playing effing games, man. All right? They're playing effing games, man. Yeah, a couple, like I say, there's a couple. I seen some warriors in Esau Edom military. Most of you wasn't in the military though. All right, so I'm like, if you're not doing that, and there's only a couple of you guys, man, that'll do the whole mass school unaliving thing. But for you low level Edomites, all you niggas is doing is talking stuff behind the camera, hunting and going to the range. My little brothers have taken contact. All right. They have been in firefights, like they're in the motherfucking military, and I'm not playing no games, man. All right, I have dealt with that here where I live at. I've said where I'm from a bunch of times, man, but I'm not gonna give my exact location this epistle. But where I'm at around 2022, it was going down, and I seen this Jake during the time that it was going down. There was a lot of shooting. Somebody was getting shot damn near every day. If I'm lying, man, I ain't in this truth. You understand me? Damn near every day where I live at, somebody was getting shot. You understand me? Very paranoid coming out the military, just hyper vigilant at this point. All right. So down the street, I'm driving my car and I don't even notice the child because I'm looking at this nigga with this ski mask on his face. And I'm watching again at the time in real time. I didn't notice the child. I'm looking at this nigga with his ski mask on his face, this young Jake, and I'm at a stop sign, and Jake has his back turned and he's walking. It's maybe two other people with him, but again, I'm on ski mask. All right, all right. I would say 1, 2, 3, 4. I say around about every 8 seconds that Jake looked like he was walking in slow motion, and he would turn around and show his gun in slow motion and walk in slow motion as if he was on a fucking patrol, and I'm not bullshitting. Then he would turn back around and continue to walk, and in another about 8 seconds he would turn back around grabbing his gun. All right, looking, the dude was on patrol. It was going down. Now I didn't realize that was maybe his little sister and he was like protecting her, or but that's how crazy it get in the hood, boy. That's how crazy it really get, boy. You don't know nothing about that, Esau. If you wasn't in the military, you're playing games and starting this whole I hate black people, and you're gonna deal with some real deal supernatural frustration that you've never experienced in your life. You don't want to stir this hornet nest. We're telling you, yeah, you'll be able to unalive a lot of us, but that shit really going into the government really getting down on Jake. You think you low level Edomites got more experience? You don't. I'm telling you, you don't. You can talk about the dreads, all the gang shit, stupid. It's rooted in wickedness and vanity and stupidity, the gang shit. But one thing about that gang, and I got my mother, I don't do the stepson shit, but it was not in the world, it would be classified as a stepson. I got one boy, and the one boy, my stepson shot a nigga so many times they had the airlifter, boy. You think we finna play with you? This my stepson. He's in chain gang right now, gang banging. You understand me? To ask them white boys how it go in the chain gang. My cousin been in the chain gang. Ask them how it go. Y'all not running nothing in the chain gang. What y'all really running when it come to warring with us, boy? You're pushing your shit back, like straight up. And this is, you know what I mean? Straight up. Who you done had airlifted, boy? You know what I'm saying? Straight up. Like I deal with this. I deal with this, man. You know what I'm saying? You don't know, you know what I mean? Brothers be, you know what I mean? deal with shit like this violence. That's why it's on my spirit to speak about it, man. You're playing games and you're poking a hornet's nest. I'm telling you, boy, leave us the hell alone. Cause you last thing you want us to do is say the hell with the man versus the woman shit, the hell with light skin versus dark skin shit, the hell with gang versus gang shit, the hell with black versus brown. The last thing you want us to do is link up and get on your ass, boy. Effeminate, weak ass boy. Ain't that what y'all call us, boy? Look how you acting, man. You're a grown man. Like do grown man stuff. Where's your family? Why are you upset? It's just like the spirit of a KKK. What type of grown man is putting on robes and stuff and being obsessed chasing? See, we put on our garments, but we don't be going up to people like that. People come up to us, goofball. We're not studying none of y'all. Y'all coming up to us with that crap. Vocab Malone, you weirdo. You're coming in the same spirit, Vocab Malone, as that weirdo. Obsessed with us, you weirdo. You're stalking us, you weirdo. And we're calling out to play. Continue to stalk us, weirdo. And we're saying bring on that persecution, weirdo. We already know what it is. You want to unalive us. Just keep it real. But stop hiding, because I told you my brothers will unalive each other and boast in it. They really do the graveyard disrespect, boy. They had did an AI video. Some AI shit made it look like Jake was at that Edomite that was unalived by Carmelo Anthony. That shit wasn't real. Jake do that shit in real life though. Homeboy, you ain't never experienced nothing like that. Your son being unalive and another boy disrespecting his gravesite, then made a song about it. You're goofy. You're goofy. Straight up. Like I say, I've been to the rack for real, boy. Real deal. I seen some real deal shit. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, man, I seen some real like warrior spirit from you guys, man. Proficient with that sword, man. It ain't you. It ain't you low-level Edomites that wasn't in the military. It ain't you low-level Edomites that ain't rich and famous, boy. Or rich. You know what I mean? Y'all not talking about nothing. The book of Isaiah. And in the midst of this, the Lord is going to continue to stir up. So while y'all are pointing your finger at the so-called black and brown people, you do know that you're going to have to fight your own people for a plethora of reasons. Let you tell it you don't live amongst black people, right? So who's your neighbor? Immediate Esau, Edom, another white person, so-called, right? Guess what, man? The Lord said that y'all gonna invade one another because of the lack of bread. You're gonna fight your different ideologies, man. We believe through the spirit it's about probably 50-50 at this point of Edomites that absolutely manifested to hate us, and then another 50% of them that don't really understand why y'all hate us. Y'all gonna fight each other about that ideology, man. This is the land of confusion. You see, you don't even know who you are, dude. You don't know what's going on, dude. You don't know how to contend. We don't want your women, Esau, Edom. The only reason we effing with them is because they effing with us, and our women are out of order, dummy. Yeah, you know what I mean? You're Edomites too. Yeah, some of y'all are fine. You're still Edomites. We'll deal. All right, but you're not an Israelite. Our women are just out of order. Eve at her best, boy, will put y'all to shame. She ain't at her best now, but I'm talking about at her best. I just mentioned that from the chocolate to the red bones, it's going down. I want y'all pale face like you never be flat that girl look good, man. Shit, I don't discriminate. I don't. But I'm going to keep it spiritual. Egyptian 19, Isaiah 19:2. I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and that's going to happen now, meaning our oppressors against our oppressors. Egypt being synonymous with a bondage, our bondage, the Israelites' bondage. So our bondage people, for like a better word, the ones that had us in bondage, all right, the so-called Egyptians, our oppressors, all right, the Edomites, all right. So you might as well say, I will put the Edomites against the Edomites, and they shall fight everyone against his brother. There it is. We already experienced that, dummy, at a high level. Extreme bloodshed by the hundreds of thousands. Have we unalived each other? Who you scaring, boy? Seriously, from the most strongest old school Jake to the most weirdo dressing Israelite boy, it's something in us that y'all better not stir up, and I'm telling you that. It's something in us that y'all haven't seen in a long time because it's been so much mirth, so much folly, so much at ease shit, so much football playing, so much basketball playing, so much golf watching. All right, you know, it's been a lot of playing around, and y'all have forgot how serious racism is because y'all have been like watching us, you know, play around, and you think that's all we can do is play around. You don't know how strong Jake is, even if he's skinny. Look how skinny some of the like I'm talking about middle school. You see how they're able to jump up and dunk. All right, if I'm talking about 5'9", 5'10" shit. Spud Webb. All right, one of them was it Spud Webb that won the dunk contest, my guy. That boy wasn't no 6 feet nothing. That boy wasn't no 6 feet nothing, man. Jacob, it said one people shall be stronger than the other. That's us and everything. And I ain't even talking about motherfucking physically. F that spiritual carnal stuff. I'm talking about the resilience of our people to be in the hood and still have a smile on their face with absolutely nothing. Boy, stop, ass nigga. Boy, stop. You need to stop it. You're cap. You're pretender, and we're sick of it. One thing I hate is a pretender. I don't like pretenders. Nigga walk around like they pretend. I mean, like they him, and they're not. You're not him. You're not them. We are they. You're not them. All right. This us. We're them. Really, that salt of the earth. It's going down. And again, the Lord say, and they shall fight everyone against his brother and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. There it is again, kingdom against kingdom, nation against nation. Boy, you gonna fight your own self while you in the midst of that, World War III. And all the chaos, and in the midst of you putting your trying to do a punk ass low level race war because y'all are obsessed, instead of like, let's work together against the true oppressors, which is the elites. Let's all work together and let's get to. Now you don't want to do that. It's not prophesied for you to do that, right? You want to fuck with us instead of fucking with the people who got you oppressed, who finna microchip your ass, right? Okay, cool. Go ahead, man. I mean, I pretty much should leave it at there. I'm getting very upset. Book of Hebrews, man, I'll leave it at that, man. I ain't, it's all smoke on this epistle. Hebrews 12:6. Sometimes, you gotta be stern in this message because it's getting serious, and like the Lord say, this is gonna be a time like the earth has never seen before. Sometimes we're gonna be in our meekness, all right, in our epistle. Sometimes we're gonna warn our people that it's getting ready to go down, prepare for battle. And the weapons of our warfare aren't carnal, mind you. So call, all right, it's my name. Ain't telling you to pick up no damn earthly sword, all right, or prepare carnally. Prepare for battle though, spiritually. Pray to the Lord. Call upon Yahweh Hashem Shai to protect you, give you a sound mind, man. All right, because we're getting ready to see, some things out here, man. Man, let me see. What did I have? Oh, 16. Hebrews 12:16. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau. Hey, the Bible's calling this man fornicator or profane person as Esau, the so-called white man, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. And if you err not knowing the scriptures, if you're not aware of that historical account of the birthrights given to both Esau and Jacob, which is manifesting right now, all right, which it goes back to predestination, man, all right. So that's pretty much the point, man. That's what we're dealing with, an insane, impatient man. So he's coming in the same spirit, like he's bugging out, just like he wasn't patient enough, and he had to sell his birthright to eat then and there. Look how he's bugged out, man. He don't have another solution other than point the finger at his women. Why y'all like black people so much? I mean, it's just insane, dude. We're the salt of the earth. That's the FY. That's the motherfucker why. Because we're the salt of the earth, and the things written in this Bible and which y'all think y'all know is starting to manifest. So with that, I want to give all praises, honor, glory, and fear to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah. Till next time, Shalom.